Hey guys, I'm back again with a brand new video for you all. There we go, I'm running double poison at the back with Annihilate in the lead, and yep, it's still Scroll Cup, and that's what we're playing. And as you know, I kind of started really late, right? So I just got my elo, which is not that great. It's like 2200s, and yeah, not that good, but it's fine. And yeah, the problem with this team is Gastrodon, but if you find it in the lead, it's fine with Annihilate. But the problem is, if there is Gastrodon in the lead, they are more likely to have more Peko at the back, because you know Gastrodon is weak against Mandibus, so they might have more Peko at the back, which also destroys our backline. That is a little bit of a problem. And other than that, there are not really big threats for this team. There are quite a few, but as we mentioned, Gastrodon and more Peko. Right, so yeah, there are some really interesting battles, but not that great battles. As I just told you, my elo is not that high, right? And so without any further ado, let's start the battles here. Moving on to the first battle, there you go, it's going to be Mandibuzz. I say swap into my Tentacool, and they bring in their Quagsire, not Gastrodon, the other mod boy. I'm like totally hard countered until here, right? So they just threw the Mud Bomb, and I was like, this should be Aqua Tail and Stone Edge. Quagsire would be great for me, but it's fine. It's Mud Bomb, that's not good for us. And let's just go for another Skull, but yeah, they just threw at the CMP. Good play by my opponent, gaining the maximum amount of energy as they wanted to. They knew they would win the CMP. Now I'll definitely come in with an Annihilate. So how do we get back from this hard countered situation? So I just, counter this Quagsire. They're definitely coming with Mandibuzz. I bank one close combat and try to catch the Aerial Ace in my Toxapex. And that's the Aerial Ace, and there you go, they have more Peko. Completely, hard counter. Mandibuzz in my Annihilate, and then Mudboy in my other poison, and more Peko against my Toxapex. This is not good, right? We got the shield there anyway. Now here, look what I do. What I do here is I let my Toxapex go, and willing to shield once in my Annihilate, and then fully counter them down. And I have to bait with the Rage Fist and boost my energy, and I do that here as well. I put them in pressure to not shield and let the more Peko go, and they're almost at their full health. Look at that. Boosted Annihilate can be so deadly, and I have to bait here. Come on, shield. And that's the winning point there, because from here we have a shield, and one close combat is going to knock that Mandibuzz out. So we were out from the hard counter situation and still managed to win. This is going to boom this Mandibuzz, and we take the victory here. GG's. Moving on to another battle. It's gonna be more Peko. Now this is good, right? They bring in Mantine, and I bring in my Toxapex. So I don't need to shield anything here. I have to go for the Sludge Wave, and they don't shield it, then it's just fine, right? I can tank like 4 Aerial Aces here. Let's just go for the Sludge Wave, and yeah, they're already low. Now we can just farm them down just with the fast move, and we'll have a lot of energy against that more Peko, which will pressure them for shield if they coming back with their more Peko, and that's what they do. And yeah, so let's go for this Brine, and they don't shield it. So they are actually farming us down. It's fine. They'll have to shield. Now this more Peko is low. They are in 2 counter range, and that's 1 counter. That's 2 counter. Second registered, and they're out. They'll only throw 1 move here, right? And they're already out, and it's going to be the Annihilate. So that's good for us, right? And we don't need to shield the first one. It's going to be Rage Fist. The first one unboosted, not boosted, grammatical error. And they shielded the first one. We still have a Tentacool at the back, full health, and this is going to almost knock them out. They shielded the first one, which is kind of, but yeah, there's nothing we can do. So we already take the victory here, and it's a GG. We won with 3 Pokemon winning, 1 shield. Moving on to another one, bad lead, Charmer, and we come in with our Tentacool, again bad. Again hard countered here, right? So yeah, this is not that safest team, but yeah, you guys can run it with this kind of strategy. And whenever it's gonna be Gastrodon in the lead, I just go straight for the close combat. People don't shield. And it's gonna be the Mud Bomb, which is gonna knock our Tentacool out. And we're gonna come in with, obviously, Annihilate. And let's just counter this guy down. They will get to the move. Don't want to get to the another one. And yeah, they're coming back with their lead. And there you go! Having double poison at the back. That's good, right? Charmer and a grass, the Razor Leaf are there. Now this is looking good for us, right? And we are one counter away in our Annihilate for that close combat. And we can just, shield once and fully farm this guy down, and we're good to go. And there you go. There, Ludicolo is out, and let's just go for this Sludge Wave. I could have gone for the brines, and a number of times in this video you're gonna see me going for a Sludge Wave, even if I have to go for the brine. That's because, just look at me, guys. I woke up so late. It was a late night yesterday, and I was home at 1 a.m. and yeah, we win it. Moving on to another one, it's going to be Quagsire. Now, yeah, whenever it's going to be Mud Boys, I generally go for the close combat. They're going to think it's definitely going to be Rage Fist the first move. They're not going to shield. But this time, oh yeah, I went for the close combat here. Oh yeah, I went straight for the close combat this time as well, and they didn't shield. Look at that, and they'll not get to the move. Now we can do perfect ABB here, right? We still have some health in our lead, and they come with their Shift Tree. I could have just stayed to counter damage against the start type, but I have double poison at the back. I need to, be in the rule of ABB, right? Since I have some health in my lead remaining there, we can just go for close combat if it's Gastrodon, Quagsire in the lead. Yeah, they're not going, but that is a little bit risky. However, and it's gonna be the Primeape, so it's over. Now I just play around. I know what the outcome is going to be, and yeah, I just play around and I don't play as I should be playing. That's not a good thing to do, but just again, look at me, guys. I'm not in a fresh shape. Late mornings, right? So sometimes it happens, right, guys? And I still don't shield, and I just kind of play around, and I was like, hey, okay, I'm gonna win, and they're just looking at, oh, I still don't shield. Look at that. Just look at that. And I just throw. I knew they try to, I just throw the energy, and so the pass moves are resisted here, and we won by 2 shields. Moving on to another one, it's my lead, Dugong, and they bring in their Charm, Gallade, and I bring my Tentacool, they surrender. Moving on to another one, Gastrodon in the lead. Now, here, it's very good to see Gastrodon in the lead, since their backline is poison, both of them. I went straight for the close combat. And there we go, they don't shield, they're out. Now we can do a proper ABB and bait out the Morpeko. As I told you, there's Gastrodon in the lead. There is going to be a Morpeko at the back. So close combat that Gastrodon, they will not shield, I was sure. And we baited out a Morpeko, and we still have a lot of health remaining in our Annihilate. So without wasting any time, I want this Morpeko in front of my Annihilate. So I'm just coming in with my Annihilate and just shield definitely, and take this out with counters. Right, and Lancing comes back. That's the only Pokemon remaining. Let's chip this away a little bit. Switch Charmers are out. Let's bring in our Tentacool, and they surrender. GG's. Moving on to another one, it's gonna be the Toxapex and the lead. Now this is, what I do is chip with Rage Fist, bank a close combat, then come here with your Toxapex. That's what I like to do. Yeah, chip, and then bank a close combat, and then coming with yeah, you can let one brine go. That's what I do. You can let one brine go. That's not gonna do that big of a damage. We still have a little health in our lead, so it's still in the rule of ABB. And there we go. Oh, ow! Actually, they surrender. Wow, great. Another one, it's gonna be Quagsire. Again, it's a Mud Boy, so what I'm thinking is I'm gonna stay in my in my rule here, just throw the close combat, right? But what happened here is, I don't know, I kind of changed my mind, and let's shield once, and yeah, I don't know why I changed my mind, but and I throw the Rage Fist, and they caught it into their Toxapex. So again, I bank close combat and then come in with my own Toxapex. Now this is gonna be a long battle. Ah man, it's gonna be a little bit boring. Poison Jab to bulky Pokemons, and let's throw the Sludge Waves, and this is not that interesting of a battle whenever you see a Mandibuzz versus a Mandibuzz, or Toxapex against a Toxapex, in a switch locked scenario just like this. It's gonna be, when is this gonna end? And they throw the Skull, and let's just bank a lot of energy, then throw these Sludge Waves, and they're gonna coming back with their Praxile. Let's chip them away and snipe with the Rage Fist that we bank in our Annihilate to force them to shield. And I do one counter and then throw, and I guess that was the CMP there for the Mud Bomb from them, and they shield. Now we have only one shield. We're gonna give the shields to Tentacruel, and let our Annihilate go. We're gonna come in with our Tentacruel. So, and he was the Lucario. Now here, what I did here is Force Power and Poison Jab, the fast moves. I didn't, first I let this go. That was a big misplay. I actually had to catch another one. Now here, what I needed to do was just stay and throw the Scald. Yeah, but why did I try to catch? I was like, why did I do that? Right? Now it's gonna be 3 Poison Jabs that's gonna be needed against that Quagsire. Maybe it was 2, and we lost the game with 1 fast move there. Moving on to non-something Gastro again. Same odd boy, throw the close combat. Then I'm gonna shield. It's gonna be different here because they're gonna survive that and still get to the Earth power. So IVs on the defensive side. Look at that, it mattered there a lot. The previous Gastrodon was one-shotted with close combat. There are the Mandibuzz against the Toxapex. So they're not swapping, so I'm like, okay, I'm in a very comfortable spot here. So they're all swapping against the Poison Jabber. You know what? I got one more Poison Jabber at the back. My opponent, you're in a trouble situation here. And plus what they do here is they think that, okay, my Poison Jabber is already at low health, almost out there, and they don't shield. So I bring in another Poison Jabber, and they're like, okay, throw the Dark Pulse, and they actually don't even reveal their third Pokemon, and they surrender. Moving on to another one, it's gonna be Umbreon. This game I played, I guess this was the first battle that I played after I woke up today. Actually, what I wanted to do was, I was throwing close combat at every Gastrodons or Mud Boys that I see, and I wanted to close combat this Umbreon as well, but why did I press Rage Fist? I didn't want to boost my counter or something, Well, yeah, I have to. Yeah, I wanted to throw the close combat. Well, and here I don't know what I do. I could have thrown the Rage Fist there, right? Look at me, the most honest content creator. Wow, the mistakes that I make and how I am commentating on them. And I was like, I'm gonna get to the close combat, bank close combat, and then come in with Toxapex. But I couldn't. I should have just thrown the Rage Fist, and because every Toxapex I see, I was doing that, and I was going Rage Fist, eating Brine, and then bank one close combat, and then coming to Toxapex, and my subconscious mind did the same thing there, but that was a different scenario there, totally different condition. I don't know. I died with a Rage Fist on my Annihilate. And I just, I throw the Sludge Wave. I should have thrown the Brine. As early of this video, I told you I should have just thrown the Brines, and there are a lot of games that is gonna happen, but it didn't matter after they revealed their final Pokemon, Araquanid. Now, I still have a Tentacruel there. And there's nothing this guy can do now. Bubble Beam, Bug Buzz, gonna do nothing. He's definitely gonna be Bubble Beam. I was like, okay, this is gonna be Bubble Beam, and that was the Bubble Beam, and I threw the Sludge Wave, and they shield, so they're gonna Bubble Beam or Bug Buzz. It's just not really gonna matter. I should have just thrown this move after I get, after this, so I come with my Toxapex just to clear the debuff, which was not necessary. So they have a lot of health in our Tentacruel, right? And I don't know why I just, no, they are definitely in a Scald range. One Scald can do. We have 2 Scalds, so which means we win this game by far. These, I think from here, before I get my Elo, these are the battles. Got my Elo after these battles. Yeah, so this is gonna be Gastrodon, and they throw the Body Slam. There you go. There's a Toxapex that's coming in. And let's just bang Close Combat for one Rage Fist and catch the Brian in our Toxapex, bring in our own Toxapex. And yeah, I was kind of surprised they threw the Body Slam and not even building up to the Earth Power from the Gastrodon against my Annihilate. And yeah, you cannot expect every battle to be competitive, right? Since now they bring their Gastrodon and for and they shielded, so it was like, okay, this is kind of not competitive play at all, and this is going to be easy. I come with my Annihilate and snipe with the Rage Fist. I think I threw one counter there, and they on shield, and they get to the move, and this is definitely going to be the Body Slam, which is not going to get shielded by me against the Ghost type. We still have 2 shields here, and we're definitely not going to get to the Rage Fist, even though we're resisting counter. And the shield definitely needs to be shielded, so we can just bring in our... Oh, I wanted them to throw their energy at my Toxapex, so I bring in my Toxapex, and they were running older version of Shadow Ball. And I was like, yeah, I'm going to shield a Shadow Ball. And it was a High Sponge. I was like, they bring in there. Now all we need is one Sludge Wave against the Toxapex and one Brian against that Annihilate. Yeah, so a lot. This silver. A lot of the guys are like asking what Elo range are these battles in my videos. I was so late, I haven't even got my Elo, guys. How many times should I tell you? Just kidding. So that is it, guys. I hope you like this content. If you like the content, please leave a like and comment and subscribe to the channel if you have not yet. And yep, do join the Discord our server. The link is in the description. See you guys in my next video.